everybody, it's Madisen, and I am here with the gorgeous Amanda Schembri from changeofbalance.com.au, and she is one of the practitioners that keeps me sane. So, you're a kinesiologist. Tell us a little bit about what kinesiology is.
Kinesiology really works with the body, and that the body has all the answers. So instead of me making an educated guess about what's happening with you or your body or what something might be connected to, we turn to the body, we ask the body the question, and the body answers where we need to work, where we need to release that energy.
Inside out stuff, everybody. So how does the body know?
The body has this innate wisdom. Kinesiology really showed me that what we know is like this much.
Yes.
Like it has this wisdom, it has this knowledge, and all we need to do is have the courage to actually listen to it, follow it, trust it, and follow it.
Yeah, exactly. Trust in the process. It's not just a discovery. We have to do something with it. So that's our doing, people. Like, it's our be and our do and our have. So we have to make sure that we're aligned to that. Now, my understanding is kinesiology actually started in chiropractic.
Yeah.
So very science-based.
Very much.
Yeah.
Very, very structural. So it was actually discovered by Goodheart. And for chiropractic, so it's very structural about where they needed to adjust, what they needed to do, where the imbalance was. And then it grew from there, and they brought in the emotional aspect, the physical aspect, and the spiritual aspect, and kinesiology was born.
Yes, and that's one of the things I love about Amanda, because we're not just working on the physical. As you guys know, we're multidimensional, multi-layered, and that kind of is just a bit too 3D for me. So Amanda's really great at looking at beyond just the typical practice to me and going into that spiritual side as well, because we want to clear on all three layers, right?
Definitely.
And what do you think are the main benefits of kinesiology?
Clearing.
Yeah.
We all walk around with so much stuff, so much stuff. And so if you think about it like a garbage bin that just gets fuller and fuller and fuller and fuller until we can't, we're overspilling, which is why you see people lose their stuff at a traffic light or somebody cutting them off, right?
Yeah.
So kinesiology helps you release that, so you have more space, so that you're not sitting up here, you're actually sitting down here. It's like anything, right? Yoga, massage, kinesiology, whatever your thing is, to help you be not so full.
Yes.
That's what kinesiology is great for.
Yeah, and when she's saying lose your stuff, she actually means lose your shit.
Yeah, I was trying to be
She was
polite.
being PG. She was being PG. And the thing is, for me, I noticed even with our sessions here, because we've been seeing each other for a few years, we've been dating for ages, is that it's a housekeeping thing, right?
Absolutely.
And it's that dreaded onion layer. You peel something off and then the next thing comes up, and it's kind of like the layer's never stopping people until the day we die. Sorry to tell you, because it's
totally.
just, but it does diminish, I like to say, the charge over time.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's the thing that I see the most consistent results with the people that I see month in and month out. The people who come in, drop in, go away, I don't see for a couple of months. It doesn't mean that they don't have movement and they don't have shifts, but their shifts are like this compared to people who have been coming to see me year on year, right? Like, even if we look at you and the shifts that you've had in the last couple of years.
Yes.
Huge. Choosing, having that love for yourself to be able to come and show up every time is mirrored in your outside world.
That's right. Absolutely. And it is that inside out approach. You can tell what's happening in here by what's happening out there.
Correct.
And I think it's, as you said, and we don't keep coming back. I remember once going to a Weight Watchers thing, and they said, "This is Tammy. Tammy has been really successful. She's been here twice before." And I'm like, how successful is that if she's been here twice before? But this is a different situation, because it's basically always evolving. Yeah. It's not just cleansing. So as you said, I personally have felt like I'm a different person than when I first met you. So that is the benefit, I think, of it.
And that's the thing, we're always evolving. If we think that what happens, right, I truly believe that everybody gets to a point in their life where they just go, and they stay. They stay stuck, they give up, and then they wonder why they're immensely unhappy. Right? And so when you stay stuck, nothing's moving, nothing's changing, you're staying here. Everything else around you is changing, but nothing in here is changing. that, like, we are constant change, movement in progress.
Yes.
Right? And so if you don't move with that, you're going to get stuck.
Yeah, and people often say, when's the change going to stop? And like I just said, not till the day we die.
Correct.
But what you just described to me is that we stay kind of static, which as energetic beings, we're not supposed to be.
Correct.
You know, we're supposed to be kind of continually vibrating. But the world around us is doing its thing, and that means our locus of control
Correct.
feels out of control.
Absolutely. And that's why we're constantly, so mainstream
Yes.
tells us to exercise.
Yes.
Right? Because that creates movement.
Yes.
Yeah? And this is just another form of movement.
It is, yes.
Right? It's energetic. So whatever you can do to move your physical body, energy or otherwise, is going to serve you well in the world that is constantly turning, that we're like a speck in the whole spectrum. Like even our planet is a speck, right, in comparison to the other planets.
Yeah.
And that is, if you even just think, if you kind of bring it back to the sun and the moon pulls the tide, that is one tiny bit that we see how much the planet is actually moving constantly. We are doing exactly the same thing, and we have exactly as much information going on in it inside of us as outside.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
And I love that. So watch an upcoming Instagram post. It's going to be the speck and the spectrum. It's high. I love that. So what are your favorite bits about? Because we all go into our fields because of something that we've been excited about or we've been called to do. So what was your journey and how did you get into it?
It was purely by accident.
Okay, which is often the way people follow the clues, follow the crumbs.
So I knew that I wanted to help people, and I knew that I wanted to work for myself. I always knew that.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was going to be. And I remember my kinesiologist, my first kinesiologist that I ever saw, she's like, "You're going to be doing this one day." And I was like, "You've got no idea. I'm nowhere near doing what you're doing." And I went to an open day at college, and they had kinesiology, and I was like, I'm just going to go and listen to it, just so that I understand maybe what happens to me in those sessions, because I don't understand what happens. Yeah. And my interest started here, and it literally went through the roof, and I was like, oh my God, this is what I've got to study. That's how I found kinesiology. I had been getting it done for years. Helped me deal with my dad's grief. I was 30 at the time when I had my first kinesiology. Helped me when I was getting divorced as well, and just deal with all those emotions and stuff that was going on, so that I wasn't up here. I could actually breathe.
What inspires you? What in your day-to-day makes you keep doing it? Because that's what a lot of people are challenged with. They're doing work that they don't love, and for people who are doing work that we love, what inspires you to keep going? Because I know what inspires me to keep going.
Oh my God, that I get to witness people. I get to stand by somebody's side, like yourself, that I've seen for 2 years, and I have the privilege of seeing you change, and I have the privilege of seeing you grow. Yes, that inspires me, because that, as humans, that's what we need. And because I've facilitated change for myself, I can be a great advocate for people out there, that they can have whatever they want, and it's such a privilege to be able to help people see that, and see that they actually don't need somebody else to do it. They need maintenance, Yes. And when the right time, right place for them, what works for them. But I get to witness that. Yeah. That's the coolest job in the world.
It is cool.
It's the coolest job in the world.
It is. And there's a few aspects there. You mentioned that it helped with grief and divorce and stuff like that. But then after, it helps with kind of those highs and lows, because I know with me, you've helped me in those really challenging times, but now we're kind of getting more to that high performance level of taking it all to the next level. Actually,
you've really articulated it well, because it's kind of both the spaces that I work in. Yeah. I love helping people get unstuck. Yes. So out of their grief, out of their emotions, see that there actually is forest through the trees. Yes. Yeah. But I also really enjoy working with people who want to create and want to live, I hate saying live your best life.
Yeah, but it's true.
But it's true. I never thought that I could do what I'm doing. I never thought I was a 9-to-5 person. I worked in corporate. It was killing me. I was like, if I have to spend another day under fluorescent lighting, I'm going to die.
Does anyone relate? I think a few people relate. Yeah.
I was like, I'm literally going to die. Yeah. And now I get to do this, and I get to meet people like you, and I have freedom, and I have choice, and I love what I do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You can't get better than that in reality.
No, not for
you?
me, not for
Yeah.
me, right?
Yeah.
And some people really actually do like doing that corporate ladder and
Yeah,
on
and
them,
good luck to
right?
them. Somebody's got to do it, right?
Right.
And somebody's got to do what you're doing. So it's just like I said, I'm glad there are nurses out there because my dad wanted him to be a medical doctor, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I couldn't,
Yeah.
you know. So it's like I'm grateful for all you people out there who'll do what we don't want to do. And also, you know, Amanda said about getting rid of the emotions. It's kind of getting rid of that negative charge from the emotions. It's actually, she is big on honoring the emotions, which I don't always feel like. Especially when she goes, let's talk to our inner child. I'm like, no, I don't want to talk to my inner child today. She gets some faces.
That's a voice that she actually uses.
Yeah, no. The inner child is actually in this 40-something-year-old body. 40-something at this stage. Thank you so much for taking the time to have a chat and give us an insight into your life. And I am truly grateful for you and everything you've done. So if you're in Sydney, Australia, go to changeofbalance.com.au and check out Amanda's site. But also make sure you subscribe to her newsletter. She sends you some really great tips. So thanks, everybody. Great chatting. Bye.